Hi students, so this week you're going to have an activity, so let's take a look at it. So here you're going to be investigating how El Niño and La Niña, which are recurring climate patterns, affect the weather around it. So in order to do this effectively, we first have to get some background information. So first you're going to learn about what El Niño and La Niña are, and you're going to answer these following questions. Then you're going to learn how the United States impacts it. And also we are going to be writing down our answers to the question. Then we're going to look at the global impacts and answer a question. Finally, we're going to look at the aftermath of El Niño and La Niña and answer a sixth and final question. Then, based on what you've learned, you are going to make a slideshow. And here are the instructions for the slideshow. So slide 1 is going to be an introduction. Slide 2 will be compare and contrast. Slide 3 will be data analysis. Slide 4 will be effects, and slide 5 will be a conclusion. Notice that each of these slides asks you to add an image. Now, the other science teachers and I were looking at this, and we wanted to make your lives a little bit easier. So let me show you what I think you should use instead of this. So each of your teachers has access to this Google Doc, Google Slides. So this is what we put together for you and that we recommend that you use instead. So going through here, this is the same information that was on that activity. So again, we're learning about El Niño and La Niña. And then we have the questions and some space for you to answer. You'll notice that every time you need to interact with a slide, there's going to be a yellow star here. So that yellow star means that if you didn't answer something on it, you might be missing some points. So again, just like the other one, we look at the United States impacts. We answer a fourth question. We look at the global impacts of El Niño and La Niña, and we answer a question about them. And finally, we're looking at that aftermath of El Niño and La Niña, and we will answer our question about it. So then what we did is we made you the slideshow so it's much easier for you to do. So in this section, all you have to do is describe El Niño and La Niña in your own words. So you can delete this and write your own thing. Then you're going to search the internet in order to find a picture of El Niño and La Niña. When you do that, I need you to add a citation down here for your image because we don't own that image. So we have to give credit to whoever took the picture or made the image. On the next one, we are going to explain how El Niño and La Niña are different. Please make sure that you're going further into it than just saying that they're different names. Make sure that you're really telling your teacher everything they need to know. And that image should be added to clarify the differences. And don't forget the citation. Next, we're going to explain how the climate in a specific region differs during El Niño and La Niña. So here is going to be really important that you go back up to the slides that talked about the US impacts and the global impacts, because that's where you're going to get the answer for this. And again, we're going to add an image and cite the image. And finally, we're going to look at those effects. So we're going to describe how an El Niño or La Niña event affected at least one. At least one. You can always do more, but I need one in order to give you guys full points. So you're either going to look at weather, food production, water supply, or human health. And you do not need to go outside of this presentation to do that. You're going to go back to the slide that was talking about the aftermath, and you're going to be able to see the information and the answer there. Just like all the other slides, please make sure that you add an image and you're also adding a citation. And the last slide is going to be our conclusion. So this is where you get to come up with a possible solution to reduce the damaging effects of an El Niño or a La Niña event. This is going to be very similar to number 7 that you've already done on the questions. And make sure you add that image and the citation. Now, just to make sure that we get all of our points, let's head over to the rubric. So here is our grading rubric for the activity this week. So those questions at the beginning, we need to make sure that we answer all of them. And if we answer all of them, you're going to get your full 10 points. But if you accidentally forget one, you're going to lose at least 3 points there. So if you used the Google Slides that your instructor made for you, you should be getting 5 out of 5 here. Now, if you used the Google Slide, but then you didn't follow all of the yellow stars and you forgot some information, that could drop you down. And finally, you can also get dropped down if you forget some things that are starred, if you don't include all of the required content. So if you forget a couple slides, you're going to lose on the technology and you're going to lose in the content. So please make sure that you're answering everything with a yellow star. This one should be pretty easy this week, so good luck.